Hello and welcome to today's video. In this video we will build this cathedral together, which is inspired by the Basel Minster Cathedral based in Switzerland. I think it's my first tutorial on a cathedral, so I'm very excited for this one. I don't have much more to say, therefore have fun and enjoy the video. First off, for the structure we will be using terracotta and granite, with some patches of jungle planks, stripped jungle wood and stripped birch wood. For the roofs we will mainly be using waxed weathered and waxed oxidized copper, with some patches of waxed exposed copper. We will start off by choosing a flat spot and removing all the trees. Next I decided to make a platform out of grass a few blocks over the floor. For the layout I decided to place two towers in the front and the main building behind them. I also decided to make the main building kind of split in three parts in the back. I would recommend making your layout symmetrical since that was very common during the medieval ages. As a next step we will pull up the towers and buildings, therefore we will use the palette that we just had an eye on. I will add the bright birch and junglewood patches later on, but for you I'd recommend to add them from the beginning. Next to the towers and along the main shape of the main building I decided to place two shapes on each side, which will add some depth to the build. What we will do next is adding the outlines for the doors and the windows of our cathedral. I decided to go with different sizes for the windows, giving the build some variety. For some of the windows I decided to add granite walls on the sides to give them a certain width. And what I also tried to achieve was to give all the windows a little arch on top and therefore use slabs and stairs. On the top of the towers we will also add another piece going up, which will be one block thinner than the original tower. Now, if you haven't already, we will add these different variations of windows all around the build. As a little detail, we will replace the third layer of the entire layout with a row of stairs, and we'll do the same on the top layer of the entire layout. We will also add these mini arches at the flat spots of the towers and again some rows of stairs. At the shapes next to the main shape we will add some sort of pillars and arches to add some variety. I'd recommend pausing the video to see how exactly I made them. As a next step we will add the roofs. For the roofs of the side buildings we will mainly use oxidized copper slabs with some patches of normal copper. For the main building we will also mainly use oxidized copper stairs, but instead of random patches of normal copper, we will add the normal copper stairs in this pattern. And on the very top of the roofs we will add deep slate slabs. For the roofs of the towers, I again used copper and tried to make them very pointy. To really make the roofs look like medieval roofs, we will make the walls stick out of the roofs and add copper rods on top of them. On the very top of these blocks we will also place granite walls and fences. Next we will finish off the doors and windows. Therefore we will place vertical and horizontal rows out of copper rods inside the outlines. In the back of the place rods we will place black concrete to give them a beautiful contrast. Eventually each window will look like it has copper frames, which really fits to the general style of this build. We will continue decorating every window of the cathedral using these rods, and make sure though to use different rod patterns for all the different window types. As a last detail, we will add some balconies around the front of the cathedral. For these we will use a combination of granite stairs and slabs for the base and use copper rods for the fence. On top of the rods we will place jungle trapdoors, and on the sides we will place poles consisting of 3 jungle fences with a copper rod on top. The last thing left that we have to do is the surroundings. First off, we will create a hill under the cathedral reaching up to our platform. If you decided to build it on a default Minecraft hill, you can simply do some terraforming and adjust the hill where your cathedral is based on. Of course, we will also add a pathway leading away from all the entrances of our cathedral. For that we are going to use stone, light grey concrete powder and gravel. Of course, we will also make some custom trees. I made a bigger one using spruce leaves and a smaller one using oak. Lastly, we will add some bushes and grass all around the area. That is it for today's cathedral build. I hope you like it, and I think we did a good job with this cathedral. As always, I will be very happy to hear any tips for further videos, and I am very happy for any feedback and comments. With that being said, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.